dedicato la mia vita ai momenti più felici, ad inseguire un sogno, il mio sogno. Quante volte mi hai deluso, non importa, io ci credo e vivo il mio sogno. Bari, grande amore, Bari, unica e sola, Bari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola, facci sognare ancora, facci gridare ancora, Bari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo.
You're watching the Staten Island Soccer Report coming to you live.
Excellent. Good job, girls. Thank you so much for that. Well, like the girls just said, we are live tonight again. Alongside me, Vito Canena. So what's going on, Vito? We got Brian and Kenny, thanks to them, and everyone else at CTV for helping us get the show on the air. Vito, how's it going?
Not bad. How's it going? A lot of stuff has happened from the last time we did the show. A lot of
an
stuff.
hour is never enough, okay? I mean, we got stuff going on the island. We'll talk about that. We'll start off with that, obviously. An hour is just never enough time because we could get into the professional side of things and talk for 3 hours, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we need like a 4-hour time slot, you know, to sit here and we could cover everything.
Especially the callers.
So, but the caller's going to have to hold on. We got to cover some things on the island. Just give me 2 minutes. If they want to call us back, give me about 2-3 minutes.
Oh, they want to hold, maybe.
Yeah, let them hold on. Let them hold on the line. All right, so real quick, we got some news for soccer on the island, right? Championship Sunday yesterday at the JCC.
Okay.
All right, I have a couple of things, and I got this information from the coach that contacted me and wanted me to mention it. And this is how, if anyone out there wants their team mentioned or even come on to the show, you got to contact us, let us know, and we'll be glad to do that. So that being said, JCC Championship Sunday, Team Italia. They came in second place. Girls team, I believe it's a U8. It's a young girls team.
Okay.
All right. They played again, the information I got against boys pretty much the whole season. Coming in second place, losing in the final, I think is a great job by them. Good job, girls. Keep up the good work, and maybe next time they'll win it all. Also, Newdorp FC. Champions of their age bracket, I believe, and at the JCC also yesterday, Championship Sunday. So congratulations to both teams, the coaching staff, the parents, the kids, everybody involved. Great job. Keep it up, and this is what it's all about. Again, I'd love to have them on the show so we could talk to them, but we'll mention, what they did. And like I said, you got a championship with Newdorp FC and a second place finish for Team Italia. Good job, Benny. And that's pretty much it as far as what I got on the island. There's plenty of soccer going on. There's indoor soccer going on everywhere on this island again. But if we don't get coaches to give us the info, there's nothing.
I pulled up something. Staten Island Soccer Club.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Victoria Terranova, who currently plays for the SI Soccer Club, represented ENY on the region team at the recently completed week-long interregionals in Boca Raton, Florida. Victoria was chosen for the final 18 squad after 3 rounds of tryouts, a regional camp, and finally became a full-time starter for the regional. Region Team 1, her squad won the interregional competition, beating Region West 3-1, Region Midwest 4-0, and drawing with Region South 1-1. Miss Terranova scored the tying goal in the final 5 minutes, securing the championship for the Region East. And the SIS Soccer Club Foxes captured the U11 2018 Precipitant Pride Championship.
That's from last year. All right, but that's still good. That's good stuff. You looked up some stuff then. All right, again, but I think it's just better that the coaches give us contact, and give us any information that they want to share. All right, anyhow, with that being said, plenty of soccer going on. We got a caller on the line, and we're going to go right to the caller now. Caller, you're on the Staten Island Soccer Report.
Yes,
Hi, Giuseppe. I think this is Giuseppe.
Is it?
No.
Yeah, Giuseppe Galante. How are you?
Yes.
I'm
Giuseppe,
glad.
yes.
Hi, Vito. Hi, John.
How are you, Giuseppe? Are you watching us on television?
Yes, sir. I'm the guy came last time I got stuck in the phone.
Yeah, yeah. But are you watching television now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good. Thank you. Okay, so Giuseppe, what's going on? Give us some information here.
I want to talk about a little bit my favorite team, the Palermo. What's going on with this team? Because it's a little bit mess. What I understand, because the player and now the 13 is supposed to get his paycheck, but no owner showed up so far. So you guys got any information of what's going on with the owners?
So Giuseppe, let me understand. So Palermo, aren't they in first place? Serie B, right? First place. And now you're saying that the players are not getting paid?
Second place.
Oh, second place.
Okay, second place. But the players are not getting paid?
He's supposed to get paid the 15.
Okay.
But because now what's going on with what happened in this all the team management, he can't find the owners. Nobody show up over there. So
wow.
I want to know if you guys got any information for.
That's actually new, but you know what, John? And Giuseppe, this is nothing new in Italy.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Bari when they didn't pay the players.
Yeah.
It's happening it's been happening for many years. I don't know why it continues to happen.
Giuseppe, we don't have any information. This is the first time we're hearing about this, but we're going to look into it for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we'll put some information on the Facebook page.
I know that the owners is from.
Don't tell me it's Barres.
He's American. He's from America. He's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's in they have like an Italian American owner, Palermo. They just got him recently.
Well, let's hope they get everything straightened out. That's what happened to the Barres last year.
Yeah, the same thing. They weren't paying
the same
players.
thing. The players didn't get paid, and
I mean, Palermo last year was on the verge of coming to Serie A. It was the playoff, and they lost out to Frosinone.
Yeah.
They were like very close.
Palermo's a very good team.
Yeah,
I mean, Palermo's a very good team. So that part of the game, unfortunately, it happens.
My favorite team is Inter. So
Inter,
I want to talk about a little bit more for the scene that what's going on with the players. 1 week you play good, the 3 weeks.
That's true.
Is a mess.
That's true.
The problem with Inter is they purchase so many good players and they're not performing. They're not performing.
That's the truth, because Inter this week won 1-0. And then what Giuseppe mentioned, and the week before they lose to Bologna 1-0. So it's not a consistent.
No consistency.
And
I think everybody in Serie A, and they know that Juventus is going to win the Scudetto there. So I mean.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
Inter's trying to. They want to try to get into the Champions League. They want to get into top 4.
I want to tell you something before I close. You guys have got a good show over there. It's a very good show.
Thank you, Giuseppe. Thank you so much.
The only things I want to say to you guys is it can be like it last time, It got to be like more people calling you guys.
I agree.
You understand? Not keeping one guy like for now in the show. You got a lot of people who want to say something and can't say nothing.
You're right.
You understand?
You're right.
So who do that kind of job and make sure not keeping the people too long. You understand?
Giuseppe, you're 100% right. A lot of people want to call us and the phone is always busy. You're right about that. You know what? We got to try to get like a 2-hour show here maybe. We got to talk to the people in the studio. 2 hours. 1 hour is not enough.
That's true. That's true. Well.
All right. Okay, guys, I'll give you space for other people, okay?
Thank you, Giuseppe.
I appreciate that. Thank you for you guys what you're doing. Thank you to Vito because he's a friend of mine too.
Yeah.
All right, and thank you to you, John. Okay?
Hey,
Nice to meet you.
one more thing before you go. Listen, I want to hear you say "Forza Body."
Forza Body, number one.
That's it, baby. That's it. All right. Thank you for the call.
All right, ciao, guys.
Ciao.
Take it easy.
Ciao.
Good night.
Good night.
Grazie.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate when you hear those stories, you know, players not getting paid.
Yeah, it's a shame because this is a history of happening in Serie A, Serie B, anywhere in Italy. You know, that's really bad.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you know, let's hope they don't, you know, the same thing doesn't happen to them. You know, what happened to Body, to go right back to Serie
of course.
D, you
No,
know,
that'd
that's
be
a shame because they do have a good team.
Yeah.
They do.
No,
They're fighting for first place in Serie B.
They're trying to get back to Serie A. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't affect them.
Right.
We'll see. There's a few months left in the season.
Right.
But speaking of Body, they they won this week. They beat Marsala. The week before they lost to Torres 1-0, but they still maintaining the 12-point lead.
Let me just go back to the soccer on the island. Brian Dorr just posted about tryouts for the Staten Island Soccer Club. It's going to be it's on their website, so just go to their website to look for the dates for the tryouts for the Staten Island Soccer Club. Thanks, Brian, for posting that. You know, every year we have tryouts for for players and stuff for teams. It should be early May, around that time frame. But just go onto the website if you want to try out for the Staten Island Soccer Club. Okay, go ahead.
No, basically, Body.
We could jump right into the Body.
Yeah,
Actually,
12-point lead.
I'm
You
sorry.
have the clip.
Yeah. No, Brian's got some photos. Let's put up some photos before we jump into the professional side of things.
Yeah, the goal that Capu.
No, not the goal. He's got some photos
Brianza.
there from the Nudorp team and the Team Italia. Let's put those photos up if you can. There you go. We spoke about them in the opening of the show. That's Team Italia, obviously, with the Italian shirts on. Girls team coming in second place, playing against boys all season. So, pretty good. All right, and then we should have the Nudorp FC. There you go. Champions of the JCC indoor season right there. Good job. Excellent work. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about those photos, but I'm glad we got them up. Okay. All right. So now we could just touch on what's going on in Body. I mean, again, it just seems like they're rolling.
Yeah.
Right?
Obviously.
Obviously.
They keep it going. You know, as long as they keep winning, John.
Yeah.
Before you know it, the season will be over, and they could hopefully, whether they move up to C or if they're fortunate enough to get a call back to B.
Right. They may, depending on, what did they lose? They lost 2 games, I think,
That's
right
it.
now, right?
That's it.
And if they keep it that way,
Yeah.
who knows? B might be calling it, but again, you got to pay.
Yeah.
It's all about this, all right? We're talking about this again. All right? It's all about that. You got to pay. You got to pay. So, give us an update on Body.
Well, next week they're playing. Let's see who they got next week in the schedule.
Well-
I know next week they just played Torres, right? So next week, the week 6 now, and the return. Well, they
started the
Marsala.
return,
Yeah,
right?
they beat Marsala. So next week
That was the beginning.
they're going to be playing Lockery on the
Right.
road.
Right.
Lockery is the next team.
Okay, that's on the road. But Brian, before that, let's we got a rolling
the
from
rolling's
yesterday's
nice.
game in San Nicolo Stadium, which I think is one of the best stadiums in Italy.
Oh, it is for sure.
All right, one of the best in Italy. So we have a rolling,
The team they're
and
playing Lockery's in 12th, John.
okay, so hopefully,
Yeah.
but you got to still play the game,
That's
right?
right.
All right, Brian, let's play this rolling, and we'll show the fans the goal.
A far esplodere il San Nicola, ci pensa lui, il capitano, il numero 10,
Ciccio!
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 All right, that's one of the goals, one of the 3 that they scored yesterday, and obviously the captain, if you don't know his name,
Franco Brianza.
And his nickname is Chicho.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's been the veteran because he went through the good and bad times with Body when they were in B, and then through this road of recovery.
What age? How old is he?
He's up there. He's almost like 40. He's up there. He's like 38. Close to 40. He's up there. But he's still workhorse on the team, and they rely on him heavily to
he's got the captain's armband, so that's a good thing. And again, with them, we don't. Again, we have to have one of the guys call in from Italy and give us the details. Like we had Dario down.
That footage looked like we were at the game. It was so
loved
loud.
It was great when I seen
we
that.
were right there.
Yeah, when I seen that today, I'm like, we got to share this with the fans. But again, we'll have maybe we can have Dario, do like a video for us, give us like the details what's going on there, because we don't get that stuff, right? So we'll try and get that for the next show.
I mean, the most famous Chicho in Body is not only Brienza, but also Caputo.
Caputo too,
Because Caputo's third all time on the scoring list, so he's another one. If he ever comes back to Body, he's definitely going to be very popular.
This is torture for the fans. I've seen him in Serie D, and empty stadium.
Yeah.
Again, they got their crowd, right? It's like about 1,000 people. But again, the stadium, because of them playing in Serie D, they're not showing up. But again, just keep winning.
That's it. That's
winning
all it comes down
is
to.
going to bring them all back eventually. All right.
Do you want to talk about the quarterfinals?
Anything else on Body before we go?
Nah,
anything else?
There's really nothing more to say. I was just going to mention the.
What'd you eat for dinner? Bade's food today. What'd you eat?
Today.
Did you make anything good?
Today was the pie that came in today, the pizza pie.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
No, yesterday I made pasta. I prepared pasta. I made nice pasta sauce. Yeah, with the
sauce? Nice.
With the onions, with the chopped meat, with the.
So bolognese.
Yeah, with the white wine and the mint, the basil was very good.
Is it homemade wine?
The cooking wine, the white wine.
Yeah. You didn't make it, right? Do you make your wine?
My family used to make their homemade wine. Now we get, now they sell the wine juice.
They get the juice. That's good. You let it ferment.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. That's all right. It's less work.
Fabrizio, he's also, Fabrizio Ange Siciliano, he said, hey guys, where do you think Bari is going to finish? And also Palermo. Well, I believe Bari will finish first.
Yeah.
Palermo, I can't
Palermo,
I think it's going to be top
there's no
3.
reason why they can't finish.
Top 3.
They can't
to get
win.
a spot. To get a spot back in A.
Right.
I think that's what, the
Well,
quality
listen,
of the team is.
Palermo had the experience last season in Serie B with the playoffs. They don't want to, you don't want, listen, you'd be fortunate to make the playoffs, but it's a tough road.
Of course.
And Palermo experienced that last year.
it's very trickery.
So for them, they would want to finish top 2.
Absolutely.
All right? It's a free ticket to Serie A.
Absolutely. John, I want to bring up Coppa Italia. I know you were, almost convinced that Juventus, and a lot of people thought they would, go steamroll the tournament, but they're out, and now the semifinals are February 27th.
Yep.
So we got the semifinals coming up, and then you got the.
Unfortunately.
And then you got the final, which is going to be on May 15th. So, surprising Juventus will not be there.
Yep. Well, you know what? Again, on paper they look like the best team, but paper doesn't play, and they played a game and they lost 3-0.
That's true.
In the Coppa Italia, so
true.
they deserve to be out, losing that game 3-0. So
Absolutely.
with the firepower that they have, but again, I think their weak link is their goalkeeper, and I've said it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Ever since they got rid of Buffon, of course I'm a fan of his, but. I just hope it doesn't come down to a goalkeeping error on his,
Well, unless it's the defense bailing him out. But speaking of goalkeeping, what an incredible stop that Viviano made. They're saying it was like one of the best stops of the year.
Right.
He made like a goalkeeper stop.
You mean like a hockey?
Yeah, like a hockey.
Like a kick save.
Kick save, like a hockey. Like he stretched.
Right.
And it was incredible. It was really a great job.
The goal is just keep the ball out of the net. Doesn't matter how you do it.
Yeah.
Right? That's the key.
And John, you mentioned the last show, look up oldest players to play in Serie A. Marco Ballotta, he used to play for Inter. 44 years, 38 days. His last game was May 11, 2008 for Lazio. He used to play for Inter. He was the oldest player.
44.
And he was a goalkeeper. He was the oldest to go there. And Francesco Antonioli was second at 42.
We know keepers could play into their 40s.
Antonioli, 42,
Right.
and he was most recently like the 4th string for Bari at 46.
Wow. Okay.
Which was crazy, but that was something.
You don't see that now, but
Yeah.
What about anything more recent?
Let's see.
That was about 10 years ago.
Let's see let's see who we have for recent. Recent was Francesco Totti, 40 years. He just retired, not too long ago. He was the most recent, and Buffon at 40 years old, in Serie A. Those are the most two recent as far as that goes. And then we have the youngest. The youngest was Amedeo Amadei. He was for Roma. He was 15 years old. He made his debut in Serie A. 1937.
Imagine that.
Yeah, he was. And then we had another one who's Pietro Pellegrini in 2016, 15 years old. And then he went to go play in France.
Right.
He's like a prodigy. He's like they're saying he's going to be the future of the Italian national team.
Can you imagine 15 years old playing in the stadium like in Rome?
No.
Right.
And what about one of the best, Andrea Pirlo,
I
16 years old. In 1995, he made his debut in Serie A.
Well, Pirlo, yeah, he had it the second he was born.
And let's not forget Stephen Al-Sharawi, 2008, December 21st.
Yeah.
He was 16 years old. He made his debut for Genoa.
Nice.
And there's a body player, Nicola Ventola, at 16 years old in 1994.
All right. Nothing in the States, right? We had
This was just the Serie A, the youngest and oldest to make their debut in Serie A.
Next time you got to check, just worldwide.
Yeah, I was, you mentioned Serie A, so I wanted to check it up.
Yeah.
Check up on it.
All right. Now, I know you got some sad news to report. I know we talked about
that.
Yeah, let's cover that quickly, and then
surprisingly, and it broke on ESPN. 10 dead in a fire training ground of Brazilian club Flamengo. It was a youth club, and they said 3 were injured. This was very sad that in the training ground of Flamengo, a famous Brazilian, everybody knows. Yeah. Like soccer lives in Brazil, and it was just unfortunate that this blaze. Killed a lot of youngsters,
Right.
14 years old, 15 years old. So that was very terrible news.
Right.
And then there was even more sad news was we mentioned on the last show that Salah, the plane disappeared, and, they actually recovered the body a few days ago, but they haven't recovered the body of the pilot, they said.
Right.
And, Mambe was actually, trying to help with the recovery by, I think he was paying money to try to, help with the whole efforts of what was going on. Yeah. There were certain soccer players.
They donated some money to it. Yeah.
There was GoFundMe page and all that stuff. So that was very sad news because Emiliano Sala was a promise, so much promise for him. Youngster, 28 years old.
A lot of talent.
A lot of talent, and this guy was going to be the future of the Argentine national team. That's really the sad part. And they Maradona, they had him at the morning and everything. But it was very tragic that something like that happened, and hopefully we will never see something like that happen again.
Yeah, definitely don't want to hear stories like that anywhere, not only in sports, just anywhere, really. All right, so...
Now, the Serie A...
Let's hold off Serie A because we should have a scheduled call at about 8 o'clock.
Okay, not a problem. But I want to mention... presidents, there's really big talk about the Sampdoria president. There is a rumor that he may be selling the team. And they're also talking about Gianluca Vialli becoming the president. He was known as the twin, him and Roberto Mancini when they won the championship in the 90s with Pagliuca. Him and they had Lombardo, they had some team. But there's talk that he may sell the team. There's a big rumor about that.
What's any reason behind it, or just?
What could it be? If he can get a good number for the team, that's probably the reason. I would think.
It's a business for them anyway, right? Okay. Yeah, let's hold off Serie A for the 8 o'clock hour. Anything on the U.S. national team?
Then they play
the men's.
They played
a couple of games, I believe.
Yeah, well, we know that they beat Panama. Then they had another game. It was a Costa Rica, I think.
They won that game also.
Yeah, Costa Rica, yeah.
So they're 2-0 under the new regime.
Yeah, under
All right, so far so good, right? What can you ask for? I mean, you got to beat the teams you play.
Yeah,
right?
and then obviously they'll be tested with some stiffer competition, I'm sure.
Any schedule out for them yet? I mean, I know they got tournaments coming up.
Anything come up yet.
But on the women's side of things, of course, the World Cup is getting closer.
There's a few months for that.
Well, they got a tournament, the She Believes tournament coming up in March. I think that's in March. That's a good tune-up for the World Cup.
Okay.
All right. The men's team, they got tournaments in the summer.
Yeah. Well, in the summer, the African Nations Cup has been moved because traditionally it was going on this time of the year, and they moved it now for the first time in June.
Okay.
So that's going to be interesting to see it.
Yeah, I mean, soccer, it's a tremendous, worldwide, right?
Mhm.
It's all over the world. They play it in almost every country.
Yeah.
It's just a tremendous sport, but we just can't do it here
Yeah.
for some reason. I
Yeah,
mean,
no.
it's not catching professionally, you
Yeah.
know? I mean, I know we got the MLS and stuff, but
Mhm.
what are the ratings for that? What,
I
you
know. I know.
So, you got
Also
the
wanted to talk about
what do you got
the
there?
trading deadline, because last show we did, the 31st was the deadline, and there was a lot of major moves. I mean, I think,
There was moves right at the deadline.
Yeah, and
Probably
I-
beyond that, I
and I
think,
tell you,
were announced.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
tell you, I think, like, some notable ones were Marco Sal, because he's been a pure goal scorer recently.
Okay.
He was traded, John, from Cagliari to Sampdoria, you know, and Sampdoria to get more. Already they have a lot of firepower with Quagliarella,
Yes.
you know, and they have Gabbiadini, and now they get Marco Sal. That's even more scoring for you.
Where are they in the standings? They're in the middle of the pack?
Yeah, they're around there.
Yeah, okay.
And also another good move I think was Romolo. He went to Lazio from Genoa. They picked him up.
And Lazio's another team that you would think would fight for
Yeah.
first, but
Yeah, and then what's it called? Teru, the Frenchman. He went from Fiorentina to Cagliari.
and Juventus made a deal today, right?
Yeah, Ramsey. He'll be coming in the summer, July 1st.
We have nothing on him, on Ramsey, right? We have
Well, he's a youngster that would promise too from English
an
league.
attacking player.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And also, what was I going to say? Luca Pellegrini from Roma goes to Cagliari.
Okay.
That was on a loan. But not only, John, were there Serie A trading deadline moves, but Serie B as well.
Right.
Caleaho from Parma, Serie A goes to Salernitana. Munari was also popular, used to play for Lecce. From Parma, moved to Verona. So those are a couple of moves there. And then we have players that left Italy to go abroad.
Right.
Joel Obi, the Nigerian international,
Yes.
from Chievo, he went abroad.
Where'd he go? China?
Alan Yespor.
Okay.
That's
Arabic.
That's
You know, there's
Could
the
be.
Arabic, right?
Sounds
and
like.
Chinese are taking a lot of players, too.
Yeah, that's been going
Right,
on now.
yep.
It's a popular thing.
Yep.
And then, yeah, that was basically the most notable name I would definitely mention there. Everybody, big names, everybody was traded
Right.
except us.
Yeah,
We're still
well,
at CTV.
We're not going to get traded anytime soon. You know what? Really, you know, we're halfway through the show already. Where can you go, like, and bring your soccer team on the show and talk about soccer? Where do you get this type of show? Like,
Exactly.
You know, is it on television?
No.
Any of the networks have an hour show? Yeah, they talk about other leagues, right? But we're talking like local stuff. We'll get as much as we can.
Louisa, she just checked into the show. She said, enjoy the show. She said she was in Colorado. Maybe an upcoming future
Well, we'll
guest.
get her. Yeah, we'll get her on the next show. I mean, she's a fan of soccer, correct?
Yeah,
So yeah.
Napolitano.
Yeah, that's it. We could definitely, you know, have her on. So we
And-
could start touching up on Serie A.
Yeah, I wanted to mention, John,
Let's start
Serie
from
A.
the bottom up.
Yeah, what I wanted
Obviously.
to mention with Serie A, John, is, you know, obviously every week the goal scorers,
Yeah.
1 week you have Quagliarella leading the pack, then Ronaldo. So basically,
who's in it now?
Now Ronaldo's overtaken the lead with 17 goals.
Right.
Quagliarella's second with 16. But Zapata, he's been amazing. He's got 15, and he's also very good with assists.
Well, you think that Ronaldo would win it at the end of the season?
That's what,
right?
yeah,
You
the
would
coach, the coach of St. Peter's mentioned that when you had him as a guest.
Right, you
He
would
did
think.
predict Ronaldo.
Yeah, you would think he's gonna win it,
Mhm.
and he did change after watching his game on yesterday.
Mhm.
Did he score a goal or 2 goals yesterday?
One goal. Yeah,
He changed his, you know, after his routine, after he scores a goal,
Mhm.
he went to his eyes, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did a different.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's a
what-
change.
Yeah. So.
And also, John, the Barres, Ciccio Caputo,
Yes.
he didn't score this week. They lost 1-0 to Lazio.
Right.
But prior to this week, he scored 2 goals. Like, for 3
Okay.
games, he wasn't scoring. Now he's got 11. So
All right, streaky
he's-
player.
He's, you know, he's the 6th best right now, and he's the 2nd best Italian after Quagliarella. So hopefully,
Okay.
you know, Roberto Mancini, the coach of the national team, was at the game, Lazio-Empoli,
Right.
and Caputo made some nifty moves. So
Right.
hopefully he'll be on the radar, because
Yeah.
this is someone that deserves a shot, and especially if he could score this week and the next week and he could catch fire, maybe.
Well, look,
maybe Roberto
goal scorer.
Mancini.
Listen, goal scorers, it's streaky.
Yeah.
They play what, 38 games?
That's right.
You know, you're going to go through some good stretches, some bad stretches, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
You can't score in every game.
That's the truth.
You know?
And then the assist leaders, Suso still leading the way. He's got 8. Lazari's second with 7.
Yeah.
Gomez has got 7. Mertens 7. Ronaldo 6. Quarella 6. Callejon has got 6. Insigne 5.
How many shutouts this past weekend, Sunday? Do you have the results?
No, I didn't check out
You don't
the
have
shutouts.
results.
I didn't
Okay,
really look
sorry,
at the shutouts
that's fine.
too much.
All right, just curious about that number. How many teams didn't score a goal?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's so many different stats you can
Yeah.
pull up today. I mean, you got the plus and the negatives also.
Of course.
So.
There'll be some more stats we'll pull up, like unbeaten streak, like Juventus has
Right.
got some interesting stats.
Well,
bring them on the
they
next
snapped their unbeaten streak because they
Yeah.
lost and they tied.
show. Mhm.
Let's start from the bottom up this time because we know who's on top, right?
Yeah, I didn't really bring the standings,
Oh, you
but
don't have
Juventus
standings
is
there.
leading the way.
Yeah.
Right, with no, they're winning by a lot. It's not,
It's
they
a
have
12-point
yeah,
lead, right?
Exactly.
12 point, yeah.
It's not even close.
Right, and I think they need to get up for these games.
Yeah.
Now these games are becoming like, they're sleepwalking through
Mhm.
the games, I think.
For sure.
So that's got to sit out of the schedule too,
Yeah, this
right?
is the schedule I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
So now we're going into the return leg of week 5. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, Juventus will be playing Frosinone, who actually shocked Sampdoria this week. They beat them 1-0.
That's why they got to be careful. You never
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
especially you
Well,
playing.
Frosinone is trying to survive.
Yeah.
So this week, John, we got Roma-Bologna. Should be a good game because Bologna, ever since they got Mihailovic,
Right.
they've been unbeaten.
Okay.
2 games they've been very
Yeah,
good.
Roma's woken up a little bit.
Yeah,
We'll see.
and then you got Udinese, Chievo, Spal, Fiorentina. Spal's a nice team to watch. They play very well against Atalanta.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Genoa, Lazio. That should be a good game.
Genoa, yes.
Atalanta, Milan. Atalanta's been playing good soccer.
Yeah, they knocked off Juve
in
in
the Coppa
Coppa Italia. So.
Cagliari, Parma, Inter, Sampdoria. Probably be, I'm sure, a featured game. Empoli, Sassuolo,
Yesterday they
Yeah.
lost 3-0
Yeah.
to Juve.
and Napoli,
But,
Torino.
hold on, go back to that Juve game.
Yeah.
There should have been a PK against Juve.
Mhm.
They didn't call it. They
Yeah.
went to the video and everything.
I think Napoli, Torino, John, probably might be the showcase. That might be the late game.
Okay.
We'll
yeah.
see. That seems like,
Torino's playing, they play good.
yeah,
They're tough.
yeah.
But again, do you think, like, the refs are not making the calls against?
Who knows?
What do you think about that?
Who knows?
Huh?
Tough to say.
It's tough to say. Well, again, it was clear-cut penalty kick. He foul in the
Mhm.
box,
Mhm.
and they didn't. They looked at it and they play on.
Mhm.
So,
And what about, John, next month, the Italian national team finally resumes play?
yeah. What do you got? Friendly?
No friendlies.
Before?
This is for real.
This
The
is
Euro
the-
qualifiers.
Did nothing before? They haven't
No.
played since when?
No,
then?
there's qualifiers coming up.
Okay.
They haven't. They're going straight into qualifiers. They haven't played. This will be their first game of the new year
Right.
because they haven't played at all yet.
You sure? You should look
No,
that up
There's no.
to see if there's a
I
friendly.
saw. There's no friendlies.
All right.
They got.
Well, then they gotta
straight-
be-
Yeah, they got to go right into the new group.
Yeah, they need to be ready to
Yeah.
play. Yeah. And if they, what is it? It's a group
Yeah,
stage?
group
Okay.
Bosnia. They got Greece, Bosnia.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention too
Yeah.
much about the
Yeah, so
national team.
that's going to be coming up. So we'll see. I mean, Quagliarella now getting the call up.
Well, so is he going to start, or are they going to do like they did with Jovinko?
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
call
That's
him
a
up,
good-
right? 2 games, and
Yeah.
he sat there.
Yeah, I know.
And where's he playing now? He's not in. He's not.
No,
in,
he got traded, Javinko, abroad.
No, he didn't get traded. He's on loan
Yeah,
to where?
I think either Arabia or China. He
Right.
went-
Those
yeah.
are the two,
Yeah.
right?
That's
That
where
are
he
taking
went.
all the players
Yeah,
now.
Rusty's watching. Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be interesting to see.
Now, is he calling him up just so?
I think he's calling him up because of the form, because he tied Battistuta's record
Yeah,
of 11
yeah,
consecutive games
Yeah,
scoring.
but you know
in
what?
Serie A.
There's a big difference scoring goals in Serie A and then scoring goals with the national
Oh
team.
yeah, no, I agree, because we saw Immobile who's having difficulty with
So-
and with the national team scoring. So
Right. Exactly. So
That's why I think eventually Roberto Mancini is going to have to try new players, especially
Right.
if Caputo gets to 20 goals.
Yeah.
Got to give the guy a chance,
Yeah.
especially that he's 31.
Well, why isn't he on the team now?
I agree. I think he should be on the team now,
There's
but
something.
I'm not sure why he hasn't called him up yet. But
You know who I want on the team? Mario. Why isn't he
Oh,
on?
Balotelli, yeah.
He's
Well,
another one, right?
Yeah, we'll see what he does with his new team in France.
Nothing major. I haven't seen anything on him, really.
Yeah, there really hasn't
You
been.
know? As far as scoring goes, he's a goal scorer. He's got to score.
Yeah.
So,
Christine Moran's watching.
so again, with the Italian national team, I mean, it's just a wait and see kind of thing with them.
Yeah.
I mean, because they let us down, right?
Yeah,
With the
of
World
course.
Cup, not qualifying for that.
Exactly.
And also, when they did this rebuild thing, really didn't look good,
Yeah.
right? So now it's just like, let's see what happens.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Let's see what happens, you know, with them.
They haven't been impressive. I mean,
No.
they struggled even throughout the Nations League, John. It wasn't anything really to be proud of.
Right.
So now we'll see. We'll see what kind of team they bring.
Yeah, like I said, just wait and see, and you know, don't give them much love until they actually deserve it.
Exactly. You're right about that.
You know, I really haven't even looked into
I
that.
don't remember the last time they played a good game. You know, it was maybe
You have
when
to
they
go
beat
back.
San Marino 8-0. That was like with Ventura.
Yeah, but
that
who's
was
San
almost-
Marino? I mean,
I
no
know.
disrespect to them, but
I know.
they're not a
I know.
power nation.
I know.
Power, you know, soccer.
But that's it. They haven't done.
Go beat Spain.
Exactly.
Go beat Germany. Go
Correct.
beat those. You know, when they start beating them again, those type
Exactly.
of.
That's
yeah.
the truth.
Then we could talk.
That's
Then we
the
could
truth.
talk about
But you
them.
know what? We're getting close to the Euros. We're not too far away.
Well,
2020.
right now they just got to qualify
Yeah,
for
next
it.
year.
Right. It
It's
don't
already-
matter who's on their schedule now. Just qualify for that,
Yeah.
and then we'll see.
Yeah.
That's when you're going to be playing the top countries in
Oh,
the
you
world.
will be.
So,
You will be playing the best of the best.
Right.
Belgium, the Croatia.
and when they start beating them, then we
Yeah.
could say
Yeah.
Italy is
Back.
back.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. When they start beating those
That's
teams, the
right.
Spains, the Germans, the
Exactly.
you know, whoever else is in that, right? Unfortunately, this is just a European country. So,
Yeah.
Portugal,
Exactly.
right? They beat them.
They're another team to watch out for.
Yeah.
I mean, we got all these big tournaments coming. Even the
And
Copa
they-
America. The Copa America is coming eventually
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. And Portugal's been playing without Ronaldo
Yeah.
and
yeah.
doing well.
Exactly.
Imagine you add him into the mix,
That's
right?
true.
So
That's true.
they're a dangerous team.
Yeah.
They got a long way to go
Looks
with
like we
them.
have a call.
All right.
Sounds like somebody's on the air.
Caller, you're on a Staten Soccer Report. Going once, going twice. Okay, we'll continue until we get the call. Yeah, it's been, you know what, the more you think about it with the Italian national team, it's just wait and
But
see.
you know what, John? The domination in the World Cup has been all Europe lately.
Yeah.
The last couple of World
Except
Cups.
for the Italians, but.
Yeah.
except for the
No, but I'm
Italians.
saying you're not seeing anybody come out of South America.
Well, look,
So-
you always have to count Brazil and Argentina in the mix, really. Even though Argentina, you know, they,
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
right, with their coaching,
Yeah.
you know, right? But still, they're still considered, right?
Yeah.
Mexico, who's always around, hanging around, they're always, right?
Yeah.
They're always going to be a problem.
Yeah.
You got, all right, caller, you're on the Staten Soccer Report. Nothing yet.
I mean, you look at the last two European
Yeah.
champions were the last two
Yeah,
World
no.
Cup champions were France and Germany.
That's
from
fine,
Europe, you
and
know?
that's a good thing. But you don't forget, you still got the Brazils out
Yeah.
there, Argentina, you know, the teams that we just mentioned. But you know, Mexico is always a pest. You know,
Mhm.
always around, especially you know.
Actually, we could go back to the last four. You talk about 2010
hmm
Spain. You talk about 2006
Yeah,
Italy.
yeah,
Look at that.
yeah. So the World Cup stays
Yeah.
in Europe,
So
which
the
is
last four
right,
World Cup champions have been from Europe.
right. Yeah, it goes through changes
Yeah.
like that. It goes through stretches
Yeah,
where
yeah.
South America's 1 or 2, right?
Yeah,
How many?
Brazil's one.
Brazil 5 times, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, caller, you're on the Staten Soccer Report.
Hey, Giovanni, how are you?
Here he is, Mr. Vincenzo, the Hall of Fame.
Congratulations on your new dates for the soccer report.
Yeah, Vincenzo, we're doing tonight because
It's the
next
holidays.
week is President's Day, and we have to, honor our presidents, and we're gonna do the show tonight instead of next week.
Well, it's good, Johnny. More, better.
Yeah, we'll try and get something else scheduled here. We'll see. But anyhow, Vincenzo, we've been talking. We covered some stuff going on Staten Island. A couple of local teams, that we talked about. One team winning a championship, so we spoke about them. We showed some pictures of the team. We spoke about Body. They won again yesterday. And we're going to show, Vincenzo, we're going to just listen to the video. If the control room could play that video of the Body scoring a goal yesterday with a penalty.
Hey,
Aspetta, Vincenzo, aspetta.
And Lecce was playing today. They were playing Venezia City.
Monday night.
A far esplodere il San Nicola, ci pensa lui, il capitano, il numero 10.
Ciccio! Ciccio! All right.
Stadio San Nicola.
Oh, Vincenzo, that's, you know what? It looked beautiful. Obviously, you can't see it, but the only problem is, Vincenzo, we got a Ciccio here in the studio too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know they won again, body 3-1, and they keep doing what they have to do there. So, you know, good luck
Well, I
to.
can remember, Roma wasn't built in one day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
You keep me every year. I move up to the next division.
That's right.
Before you know it, time and patience.
Yes, that's it.
what it is.
You know, they've looked pretty good so far. So no complaints from body. Vincenzo, what's going on in Brooklyn? Anything? Any updates or?
Well, John, you know, Brooklyn right now is still only thing that's going on is the indoor soccer.
Yep.
And for the outdoors, you know, before you know,
Yes.
spring is here.
Yeah, spring. will
Another
be here.
month or so,
Yeah.
maybe even sooner. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, the groundhog say, right? What did the groundhog say?
I haven't even seen.
He said another
Yeah.
6 weeks.
Oh yeah.
The groundhog. Yeah.
Well, they've been wrong.
Staten Island Chuck.
They've been wrong with the winter report the whole
Yeah. Well,
year.
you know what? I'm glad that they're wrong. You know, we may get some snow. I think we're
They
gonna get
keep
some
on saying-
snow tomorrow.
They say, and then we get like a quarter of an inch.
Well, that's okay. I'm not. Listen, I am not complaining,
I know.
Vincenzo. I don't want
That's
snow.
true. I'm in agreement with that.
No snow we sent to Alaska.
Yeah, I don't. I really don't. I'm okay with it. We're gonna get snow, but then it's gonna turn to rain in the afternoon, so it's gonna be a little messy
Yeah.
day tomorrow. But then the temperatures go back into the 50s. So
Mhm.
Yeah, see, John, remember, we need snow for whatever reason.
yeah,
We need rain.
yes,
We need the sunshine. We need everything that Mother Nature gives to us.
absolutely. I'm okay with the rain. So, you know, Vincenzo, on this show, you get the weather report, you get the soccer report. We even tell you about the Bade's food, whatever you want.
I'm telling you, you know what I'm proud of? That my team, Foggia,
Oh, Foggia. Yes.
they tie against Palermo and against the top two teams in the B division.
Look at that. That's
Today, they tied today.
Yeah, so it's 1-1.
good. Good.
Nice.
That's
Okay,
good.
so-
they're
so-
climbing up a little bit.
Yeah. Are they out
You
of?
know, slowly they're climbing up, and you know, and that's how you build. I think Foggia next year will be really one of the top three teams. They're getting ready for next year.
That's
They're
good, that's
building
good.
up.
Yes, just stay out of the danger zone.
Yeah.
You don't want to get relegated.
Too
And
bad. You know, John and Vincenzo, if Bari didn't go, if they weren't sent to D, we were going to see Bari Foggia.
Yeah.
We were going to see Bari Lecce and Bari Foggia, which we missed out on
I know.
because of that disaster what happened.
Okay. So,
But-
You know, Vito, I don't know if you remember a week or so in Lecce, the game just started. I think it was Lecce against a middle standing team. 5 minutes, two players. They bumped.
Oh, I heard about that. It was a dangerous play. They took him out on a stretcher. Yeah, Chavon. Yeah, I saw.
And the game was suspended.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we want to
Concussion.
see.
It was bad.
Oh, really?
Concussion. Yeah.
Concussion, and the game was suspended. And you know, even when they go to the stadium and you got all these riots,
Yeah.
safety is number one. So it doesn't matter if it's a player, if it's a fan. Safety is always number one priority.
Yeah.
And I think the referee, I'm 100% in agreement.
Yeah.
Suspend
Stop
the
the
game.
play.
We don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's right. And
But
good
that
thing.
was- that-
Good thing.
you know, I like that.
Good thing he
gesture
recovered.
that-
He recovered. You know, it wasn't. It didn't end up being anything serious. You know.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
So that
It's a
was good, you
precaution,
know.
Yeah, cautionary.
So then.
And
Yeah,
also, you know, the bad news of what happened in Brazil. And
oh, we were talking
Flamengo.
about that. That was terrible.
I don't know if you
Terrible.
mentioned Vitor
Yeah, we
before.
mentioned it in Flamingo. The 10 people died in the fire in the training
No,
ground.
the 10 kids. No,
The
you know,
10, yeah, the
no,
10
no,
kids,
10
the youth,
Yeah.
I know. It was the
And
youth, that was
The
terrible.
player from Milan against Cagliari, he scored the first goal. Luca Patrick is from Brazil. He came from the same location where the fire was. And when he scored a goal, you look up in the sky. That was really emotional. I know. Sometimes you want to mention the bad thing.
There was unfortunately, a lot of sadness because even Emiliano Sala, they recovered his body in the plane crash we were talking about in the last show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't found the pilot, they said, but they, so, and that's a shame too because he was another lot of future promise because the Argentine, he would have probably been on the next World Cup team because he was making he had a lot of talent, that's why he was making the transfer move wherever it was.
Yeah,
so
we
it's
mentioned
unfortunate,
Also, Vito, I think somebody in Italy, they're listening to the Staten Island Soccer Report.
Yeah.
Because last report that you and Johnny went live, we mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned, you mentioned, somebody mentioned that Quagliarella is still...
We spoke about that. We spoke about that in the last show about that he deserved the call-up because of the, 11 straight games scoring.
What a goal.
He tied
And he got
Batistuta. Yeah, and he did. Yeah, we mentioned that.
So beautiful. Somebody's listening to the Staten
you
Island
never
Soccer
know.
Report.
You never know. John says it's worldwide. There's never anything's possible.
Yeah.
I just, I hope that Francesco Caputo, if he could continue to score, like this week he didn't score, but 2 weeks ago he scored 2 goals. If he could continue to score, he's got 11 goals. He missed 2 penalties, but if he can get to 20 very soon, hopefully Mancini says, you know what, let me give him a shot,
Yeah, I mean, right now, what Mancini is doing, he's mixing who's doing the job right now.
Yeah.
I know we want to think about the future, but same token, you want to bring your best, even though you're over 30, but you still can make some kind of contribution.
Right.
You are on my team.
Yeah.
So, and I like that, And also, sometimes I know that the old Serie A, every game was played on Sunday. Now you got a game on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which is good
Wednesday.
for Mancini
Yeah,
because this way he could go watch some
They
play
spread it
on
out a little
Friday.
bit.
He could go on Saturday watch some other play. He could go on Sunday watch.
Yeah.
So he always find something positive.
Yeah.
Even though, myself, I do like the 10 games all in one day. So nobody knows, well, the other team won, now I have to do this, do that.
Well, it's better, Vincenzo. I think they do that, number one, for television.
Yeah.
Right?
Television money.
It's all about
money.
It's all about the money, right? Number one reason, and number two. I mean, I don't think it's a bad. Like you said, it's a good thing. At least the national team coach Canal, he could go around, different parts of Italy in a couple of days to see players, to scout. Okay.
So Quagliarella gets my vote, Vito.
Yeah.
Well,
right now,
that remains to be seen.
He's doing very good, but he didn't score now. We haven't seen him scoring now in a little bit.
Vincenzo, the last.
Last Sunday, I think he hit the crossbar.
Yeah, but but it didn't go in.
And the bar's still shaking.
This guy couldn't do so much, right? Remember, he's not playing with Milan or Juventus. He's playing with Sampdoria. Sampdoria, if they make the Europa Champions League, they're like that's a dream goal for them.
I mean, Sampdoria lost this week, which was surprising.
Vincenzo, is he actually?
Well,
Is he going to play? That's the whole key.
Yeah, that's the whole thing that you mentioned.
You call him up, but like they did with Jovinko, you
Yeah.
called him up for 2 games, and he never seen the field.
Well, remember, Jovica's playing in Canada.
Not anymore. He's
Yeah,
playing.
he got traded, and he's overseas.
Saudi Arabia, I think now.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia, China. No, but Vincenzo, John makes a good point. You call Quagliarella, hopefully he'll see the field, not to see the bench,
Right.
Yeah.
If he's going to come in, maybe you put him in the second half or at some point.
No,
but
but sometimes
I don't know what the plan is.
Yeah.
It's for the
Younger
for the
players.
locker room.
Yes.
Sometimes you need
Yeah,
a
that's what it's
senior
for. That's what.
player
Right.
that get all these young
get them
kids
rattled up.
coming.
Get them,
You need, I don't say put everybody over 35, put them in the national team. No, you have to really earn it.
Yeah.
You're not you score once in a while, go here, go there. No, but if it's steady, he's doing a great job. Bring him in, and then so it's like more like a teacher.
A player's coach, type
player's
like that.
coach, advisor.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Well, when we do the next show, we'll be getting into national team because they're going to be resuming play next month.
Yeah.
Italy.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, we're going to cover everything. We cover, whatever happens on Staten Island, anywhere, any information we get, we bring it out to everybody. Follow us on Facebook, the Staten Island Soccer Report. Follow us on Instagram. We got a page there. We're all over the place now. We're on YouTube also. So there's plenty of opportunity to catch a show and to give us feedback and also come on and join us on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, Vincenzo, give us your take. Juventus is out of Coppa Italia.
No, Vito, I don't know if you remember, I said if Juventus they have to give up something, they're going to give up Coppa Italia.
Yeah, you mentioned that. John was high on Juventus, but you did mention maybe, there was a possibility. Atalanta's been a tough team this year. They've been very, difficult to play against.
They're no pushover.
Yeah, they've been difficult. But now they have to concentrate on the Champions League, basically,
well, they
to
got
make
also,
up for it.
but you can't forget Serie A because teams will sneak up on
I
you.
think, I know they won the Super Cup for talking about next year. Juventus, the champion, that's their top priority.
Yeah.
If they have to give up a Scudetto, they're going to give it up.
The Champions League. That's the ultimate. The ultimate is the Champions League.
The champion,
right.
that's the top priority. Then
Vincenzo.
the Scudetto, then Super Cup, then. So it's the priority 1, 2, 3, 4. If you could get all 4 of them, because they do have enough for 3 teams over there.
Yeah.
It's been
Then
too long.
you go for it.
They haven't won the
Otherwise,
Champions
right
League
now Juventus, they're
since
shooting
1996.
for the champion.
Look how long that's been.
Vincenzo, did you watch the game yesterday, Juve?
Johnny, you mean?
Yeah, I hear you. Did you watch the game yesterday?
No, I watched all the game, Johnny.
And did you see the mistake they made, the goalkeeper?
Oh, yeah, well,
That's the problem I have with him,
What about, did you see the Vincenzo, the Atalanta Spal, the Viviano made an incredible save. Beautiful.
Well, Viviano made a back-to-back save.
Yeah.
And John will tell you, a former goalie that to make back-to-back 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
I mean, that's like you need super reflexes.
Quick, you got to be quick.
Yeah, when he made those stops, I said to myself, hopefully Roberto Mancini was watching, because if he can do that, then he could be needed on the national team.
Vincenzo, just I don't know what it is with with Juve. Like I said in the past, they could lose in the Champions League, and I think the goalkeeper could be the person to make a mistake and hurt Juventus.
But remember, they don't have they have Perrine or the goalkeeper,
Chesney.
the Polish player.
Chesney.
You can have a flip a coin. Perrine used to be a backup goalie for Buffon in the national team.
And that's who I would go with. Perrine. My pick.
They're both great goalies. It's not like you have if the number 1 goalie gets hurt, then the number 2, you don't know if he's coming or going.
You know what Perine's specialty is? Stopping penalty shots.
Kicks, yeah.
That's like one of his best things that he brings to the table.
We're coming down to the last couple of minutes. So,
Hey, Johnny.
Vincenzo, give us your picks this week. Anything? Who do you like?
For the champions?
Yes.
Well, I like to see, always wanted to see a great game. Well, of course, you're going to root for Roma, you're going to root for Juventus.
Right.
You want to see them. But Juventus, with they're playing Atletico Madrid.
That's a tough
team. Yeah.
Yes, really tough for you. But you know what? I think they raised their level a little bit. Roma plays a little bit better in the Champions League for some reason.
Yeah, well, we saw it last year.
Right, you seen it last year what they did, right? They had that one bad game where they gave up 7 goals, I think it was, right? But I think I like Roma. I like to see them, advance.
Hopefully we see an Italian team in the final. We would like to see that.
Yeah, and Juventus again with me. It scares me, the goalkeeper. That's it.
I know sometimes. Listen, he cannot be perfect, right?
Well, no, but the thing is, he had a bad World Cup.
Yeah, he did.
But
they went out early in the first round.
He played terrible.
A lot of countries had a bad World Cup.
Right, no, he played. Yeah, he played terrible, Vincenzo, with Poland, and it kind of like For me, I know Juventus has a great team in front of him, but again, the goalkeeper is going to be expected to make a save at some point.
Well, also remember the Juventus, the center halfback, and the stopper.
Right.
Bonucci.
Yeah.
And Chiellini. They're of their age, but in defense, everything is positioning, reading, advanced player. So they were missing. Now you put 2 new guys there.
Yeah.
And the goalkeeper, it's a team effort.
Yeah.
If we don't have the center halfback and the stopper, it's a communication now. It's even though they first division, Serie A, Super League, or whatever you want to name them, it's still communication level.
All right. Well, let's hope for Juventus' sake that he does his job and when he's called on to make that great save for them.
And remember also you have Balcani.
Yes.
The old BBC.
Yes. He's not on the team.
So go back to square one.
All right, Vincenzo, thank you. Thank you for calling in. We'll keep in touch, all right?
Okay, everybody, happy holidays.
Yes, thank you, Vincenzo. Again, that's
Bye-bye,
Ciao.
Ciao.
The great Vincenzo, St. Francis Hall of Fame. Nice to be in the Hall of Fame. You're there forever, right?
That's right. That's true.
So,
that's a good point. When you mentioned Poland, John, the player that was traded to AC Milan, Piatek, who's been scoring. He comes to... That's why Milan got him from
That's
Genoa.
another team. We didn't touch on Milan. The last minute, 30 seconds with Milan. I mean, they're another team, too,
They
right?
won 3-0 this week. They beat Cagliari.
Yeah, they're going to hang in there. They'll probably finish top maybe 6 somewhere, between 4 and 6 maybe around there.
Well, I think it was a good move getting Piatek because the Polish international is... He's got the scoring touch this year. He's top 3 in the goal scoring. So
I like I like Milan. Gattuso, of course, did so many great things with the national team, right? So, but you thought that these teams would be battling up top for. All right, there's the music, and again, an hour is never enough.
So St. Valentine's Day, February 14th.
Thanks to Brian behind the glass. For all you lovers out there, happy Valentine's Day.
All the single, beautiful women, 18 to 99, John is waiting for you.
Nah, I'm done with that stuff. Anyway,
they got to be rich. Just make sure that.
Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next show about another month or so from now. All right, another live show. Thank you for watching.
The springtime.
Bari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola, facci sognare ancora, facci gridare ancora, Bari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola mai. Quanti viaggi con gli amici, tanti posti sconosciuti, tutti uniti innamorati di un sogno. Canto sempre con orgoglio, anche quando sono stanco, mai nessuno può distruggere il mio sogno. Bari, grande amore, Bari, unica e sola, Bari nel nostro cuore, non ti ti lasceremo da soli.